Hello and welcome to Mage Noir Infinity. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this video is kindly sponsored. Now, this is a deck building card game where you have 4 different kinds of decks that you can create, at least initially. You have starter decks, and there is a basic tutorial available. I've done all of it, as you can see right here, and there is a lot of different mechanics that you're going to have to get a hold of. So, for example, mana trading, permanence, equipment, and ritual abilities, as well as the ability to become a Mage Noir itself. And that is kind of like an alternate mode that allows you to use other more advanced spells and abilities. So very, very fun. Now, I have now unlocked the ability to try out the various decks. And I thought, hey, you know what? That might actually be a pretty fun idea. There is a, this is free to play, by the way. So you can check it out, try it out straight away if you want to. And what you can do, you can log in every single day and you gain something from the rewards section here. So influence is kind of like your in-game currency. Obviously there are going to be some microtransactions where you can get boosters and you can go into the shop and all that wonderful stuff. And apart from that, as you see, if you continue playing, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff for free. So you don't need to worry about that. Anyway, so I think it's probably a pretty good idea for us to try out some of these decks. So I'm going to try out, what do I want to try out? I'm going to try out the air deck. I think the air deck sounds kind of fun. So try the devastating combos of air in a duel under real conditions. So we're just going to try this out because at the end of the tutorial, you have the ability to choose a starter deck and they give it to you completely for free. You don't need to pay anything or anything like that. And then you get a deck and you can go into battle with it and you can, try it out beforehand, which is actually very cool. So yeah, you're playing the air element. You will need breath and wind components. Yeah, so that is one of the key mechanics in the game. Components are a thing that are going to activate your other spells and abilities more often than not. Some components are also going to be considered permanents, and permanents you might consider to be something like minions in other card games. So permanents are kind of like that, but they also provide you with the ability to use other spells sometimes. Same thing with equipable gear as well. So when you equip items and things like that, you also have components associated with that. But yeah, anyway. Air relies on card draw and chains of effects to defeat the opponent. Try to play a tornado with a violent wind for a devastating combo. Alright, so let's have a look-see here. So we have Zephyr, we have Breath, and I don't have this kind of time. Okay, yeah. So obviously if you just don't want to do the tutorial and you just want to try out the air deck and you want to get it done, then you can obviously do it that way. And now that's the cool thing. Look at this. Breath. Breath is going to be your component for the most part. So you can see here on the Zephyr card, for example, you have a component in the top left. Breath times 1, so you need 1 breath, and you need 2 air ether. Ether is kind of like mana, and you're going to be able to pick that up. Now, this game very much relies less on permanents, less on minions and so on, and more on casting spells and your ability to combo them effectively and strategically. So for me personally, what I'm going to need to do is I will need to think, okay, what do I want to do first? Do I want to get some air ether? Yes, I think I probably do, because most of my cards, as you can quite clearly tell, with the exception of Emptiness Ritual and Howler's Robe, which is equipment, they all take air ether. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the mana pool and I'm going to draw that out. But now here's the really interesting little twist that you're going to be, coming across in the game. You and your opponent are going to be drawing from the same pool, and dependent on what you do, each ether will be added, but in a alternate fashion to these pools on the left and the right. So for example, let's say I press air, it gets added to the left one over here. And now I have to choose one that adds over here to this one. So in other words, let's say that I wanted to add an arcane mana. So I'm going to add an arcane mana to that one over there, because I'm not entirely sure what this guy is playing. I think he might be playing an air deck as well. So if we can restrict the amount of air ether he's going to get, then that's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to continue to get this. I have the ability to choose, so I'm going to be taking these, and we have 2 air mana now, which is amazing. So that means I'm now going to be able to do what I need to do. In other words, well, we can draw a card, we can heal ourselves, we can take a breath, as you can see right here, which allows us to take up to 2 air mana from the available ether, so I suppose we should probably do that. So let's prepare the card. You can see there, that's out there. And we can now channel it, or we can activate it. Channeling it just kind of gets it prepared a little bit more, and activating it, well, activates it. So I think we're going to activate it, and that will then allow us to do this. There is no air mana in the available ether. You see? And that's exactly what can happen. So obviously that means that that's discarded, but I just wanted to show you how it would be to activate a card. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything that I can do here, so I'm just going to end the turn, and we're just going to see what the AI decides to do. Alright, so as you can see, he's taking fire. So he is a fire-based deck. As you can see, he's now starting to get Draconic Flame. He's going to do 2 damage to us, or he's going to attempt to do 2 damage to us in the next turn. So we need to do something about that. And we've gotten, oh, look at that, we got breath back. Alright, so we got breath, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna do air again, I think, but I need to also get a green. I need to get a vegetal mana. So let me see, let me just try and see if I can do something like that. And we're gonna just get the air mana again. We're gonna get a whole bunch of that. There we go. All right, so let's do healer's breath, or I could actually do regular breath. Let's do regular breath. And then we're just going to channel it, because that's going to be a component for us now. So that basically adds this as a component. So now what we can do is I can technically cast Zephyr straight away. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to activate it, and boom, we can cast this. And now I can do damage to the opponent. Unfortunately, I can't do damage to this thing, because it doesn't technically have any health. But that is available if we wanted to do that. So we're just going to attack, and we're just going to do damage to the enemy AI. And there you go. We've now drawn a card, which is Acceleration. So if you're a Mage Noir, this spell costs 1 less arcane mana to prepare, and it allows you to draw 2 cards. But that's the point. That's exactly the kind of gameplay loop you're going to be seeing in this game. You've got to think very strategically, very carefully about what kind of components you have and how you can make the best of them in any given situation. And obviously you can see here the enemy is apparently not doing anything to try and attack us, which is kind of interesting. But yeah. Anyway, we've got more air mana over there, which is actually kind of amazing. What I'm going to do first, though, is we're going to do, let me see here, I'm going to actually think about getting some vegetal mana. So let's do that, because I'd like to equip this if at all possible. And let's add another air mana to that one. There we go. And I'm just going to choose this over here. And so now we have more vegetal, so that's actually fantastic, because the next turn I'm going to try, if I can, to get the Howler's Robe equipped. And this is going to be super, super powerful for us, because as you can see, air spells you prepare cost 1 less air mana. Also, damage from air spells you control increased by 1. That's so incredible. But we are going to have to become a Mage Noir before that happens, and I currently do not have the ability to do that, except when I use Emptiness Ritual, as you can see. However, your maximum hand size is going to become 4. So in other words, I'm not going to have that much choice. So you have to discard right away to have 4 cards maximum in hand, and during your turn you can discard a card from your hand to inflict 1 damage to any target, and you can do this multiple times per turn. So a very powerful ritual, but it does limit you in quite a few different ways. So you've got to be careful about that. Okay, so what should we do now? Well, I don't think there's actually anything for me to really do. I could do Healer's Breath. I could just prepare it or something like that. Yeah, I could just prepare it, just play it, and then we'll just go on to the next turn. I don't really want to do anything with it right now. And as you can see, the enemy is also doing its own thing. And I have a bad feeling that the AI is probably going to absolutely murder me, but This is a really good way for me to show you two different decks at once. So I'm actually pretty happy about that because you can now see exactly what's going on here. Oh, look at that. He's actually attacking me for 3 damage. That's gone into the discard pile. But you've got to bear in mind, the air deck actually has healing capabilities as well. So that's actually something that I am really, really pleased about, to be honest. All right, so here we go. This might actually be something really good for us. So I'm going to go for Arcane. Gonna go for just air, I guess, and we'll go for Arcane, and then I'm gonna take this. There we go. So we've got some Arcane now, and technically we're gonna need wind. So we're gonna need wind, and this is wind right here. So you can see here, we're gonna need 2 breath components to be able to make this work. So technically what I could do is I could channel this instead of activating it, and then we could use acceleration because we have 2 Arcane and 2 air. Of course, if I was a Mage Noir right now, this would only cost 1 Arcane, but that's fine. That's not really that big a deal. So we're just gonna channel this, I think. We're just gonna channel that. There we go. And we are good. There we go. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So now we can go on to the next turn. I think I may have made a bit of a mistake right there, but that's absolutely fine. That's not a big deal because we're taking our time. We're getting to grips with everything. And we're obviously now going to have more of an opportunity to see exactly what the AI is going to do. I'm actually kind of surprised. After the spell is used as a component. Aha, I see. So he's actually damaging himself as time goes on. That's actually really cool to see that. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of this. I'm going to get some more air. Thank you very much. And now we can possibly do some damage. Okay, so we can do Violent Wind right here. So we can do Violent Wind, inflicts 4 damage to any target. If you're a Mage Noir, the damage inflicted is augmented by 1 for each breath component you control. See, now that would be amazing if I actually was a Mage Noir right now, but unfortunately I am not. Technically, I could use Tornado, which might actually make sense. Apply the effects of 1 wind component you control, then put that component back into your deck, 3rd from the top. And I think I might actually... I'm going to do Violent Wind first, so we're just going to activate this straight away, and now we can do some damage to him. And look at that, 4 damage we just did. And I can actually do more... Wait a minute. We can actually do something here. What is it? Put 1 breath component you control back into your deck. So I'm actually going to do Healer's Breath, I think. I'm going to do Healer's Breath, because this is going to give me health if I can activate this again. So I'm actually going to do that. And there we go. All right, yeah, I think that's absolutely fine. So that's basically how the game is going to work. So you need to make sure that you're doing damage to the enemy and that you yourself are capable of countering them in some way or another. Oh, now this is... Wow, look at this one over here. So this one's looking really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some useless things to that for this guy. And we're just going to take this. Technically, you can select from any of the available things. And I'm just going to steal all of this. So that was really, really good value for me, but obviously he has a massive amount of fire mana as it is. So obviously it's not... you know, it's not really helping me too much, as you can see. So we're just going to have to wait for a little bit of time because I don't have any Arcane to be able to use the acceleration, which I would have wanted to use. So I'm just going to have to end my turn and do nothing, unfortunately. But hopefully the enemy is not going to be able to do anything either, but I highly doubt it. I think he's probably going to be able to do more damage to me, but he's hopefully going to do damage to himself at the same time. Yeah, he's doing 1 damage to me, but he didn't use the component? Oh, okay, he didn't use a component with this particular spell. Yeah. Okay, well that's absolutely fine, no problem at all there. We got Emptiness Ritual again. We might want to actually try to do this, so let's get Arcane. I need Arcane. Yes, I need Arcane. So let's try to add Arcane, and we're just going to take this. There we go. So I've got 2. Unfortunately, that is still not enough to be able to use Emptiness Ritual, so I'm just going to end the turn once more, and then we're just going to get the Arcane that we need in the next turn, and then we'll become the Mage Noir, and then we will do massive damage, or at least we will hopefully do massive damage. And bear in mind, I will have a lot of ability to deal damage then. So I'm hopeful that that's going to work out nicely. Let's take some more of this. There we go. Okay, yeah, so let's do it. Emptiness Ritual, let's prepare it straight away, and here we go. So now we have to discard 3 cards. Probably not going to be discarding Howler's Robe. We're going to discard the other Emptiness Ritual because that makes no sense. And we're going to discard... yeah, we need... Wait a minute. We actually need... Oh, no, we don't need Healer's Breath any further. Technically, we don't need it. So technically, I can actually get rid of that. And we'll get rid of Acceleration too. So there you go. Okay, so now we only have four spells in our deck. And what I can actually do is if I want to, I can use this ability and discard 1 additional card as many times as I want. As you can see, you can do this multiple times per turn to inflict 1 damage to any target. But obviously that's not something that I really want to do right now, because what I'd prefer to do is activate this, which is my equipment. And that's amazing, because that's basically going to make it possible for me to do pretty much whatever I want, because you can see here, damage from air spells increased, as well as air spells you prepare cost 1 less mana, which is just amazing. And I don't think my opponent is going to be able to eliminate me in the next round, or at least let's hope so. Let's cross our fingers and hope that that's not going to be the case. And we'll then see what happens, because I can do 5 damage, as you can see, and then we can actually use Emptiness Ritual and kill this guy instantly. Or at least that's going to be the hope. So I'm just going to add some air mana to us right there. Okay, yeah, so I don't have enough to be able to do all of it, but you can see here that I can do 5 damage and then 3 damage. And that's well, I think that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good to me. Oh, can I not do this? Oh, I need a wind. Aha. I need a wind component. Okay, that's unfortunate. So technically, wait a minute. Is this a wind component, actually? I don't think it is. This is... I mean, it might be. I don't think it is, actually. So, unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to do that, but I might be able to draw a card that will allow me to do that. So, let me see if I can get a wind. Yes, we got a wind. Wow, that was really lucky. Okay, super, super lucky. Unfortunately, I still do not have 2 breath components. I'm going to need to get another breath component, so I will have to end the turn here, but this is a pretty close match, considering the AI is actually on easy. Can you imagine if we were playing on a higher difficulty right now? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, but I'm actually really liking the way that the air deck works, but I'm thinking maybe I'd like something else. So maybe we should try something else after this, or maybe we should just choose air and then just go straight into a battle. Not entirely sure about that, but let's see what happens. Okay, we're just going to select this one, get some more air. We got some breath right here, so we're just going to channel this. And now we have 2 breath components, which is amazing. So now what I can do is we can use Violent Wind if we want to, which I think is probably going to be how we do it. Actually, we're just going to channel this, like so, and then we can use Tornado, and we can do this twice, which is amazing. So we're just going to do that. Boom. That is a massive amount of damage right there. And he is... can I use it again? Yeah, I think I can actually use it again. Oh, no, I can't use it again. Okay, we can't use it again, unfortunately. Or can I? Oh, no, we're actually able to activate it. 7 damage? Okay, wow, okay. That's actually insane. The amount of damage that we were able to do right there, okay, that's pretty fun. I'm actually very much liking the air deck. Yeah, you know what? I think that sounds super fun. So I'm going to select a starting deck. Technically, as you can see right here, you can choose between 4 elements with varying playstyles. You will be able to improve these decks with the cards you unlock. So, for example, we have this, which is what we just played with. You have Fiery Arrow, which is your fire deck. You have this, which is more about equipment, as far as I'm aware. It's more about equipment and permanents, which are kind of like minions, which, in my opinion, I actually really like. I like that kind of play style, but I'm not sure if it's going to be that good here. I don't know. But otherwise, we also have a water deck as well. Damage from vegetal spells you control is increased by 3. That's actually incredible. Inflicted damage you take is reduced by 2. You know what? I feel like I might want to try this out. Shall we try? You know what? Okay, we're going to try it out, okay? We're going to try out the vegetal deck, just purely for the fact that we actually do get a booster pack for trying these things out too. And by the way, I didn't even use my, didn't even use the tutorial you know, spell that does 8 damage or anything. So you'll need seed and tree components. Vegetar relies on its permanence as both offensive and defensive forces to defeat the opponent. So in other words, minions. Forests are incredibly powerful spells, so try to prepare them as soon as possible. Alright, that's good to know. That's good to know. So let me have a look-see here. So I need Vegetal, right? I need Vegetal. This is an enchanted forest right here. This is going to be extremely important. Bark armor is also important. Dead tree, animated tree, seeds. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go for... We need water mana as well. So I'm going to go for Vegetal, water, Vegetal, and then we'll just take Vegetal on this one. There we go. And now we can actually use some stuff. So let's see. Shall we use a seed? Seeds are going to be important for us, but these guys only need trees to be able to... this guy needs a seed. So I'm thinking we'll probably do that. When put into play, discard the seed component used to cast it. At the beginning of your turn, it inflicts 2 damage to the opponent. Then you may put 1 seed from your discard pile into play, prepared. Whoa, okay, hello. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm going to do that. So let's channel the seed then. We're just going to prepare that. And then we're going to get the animated... we will get the animated tree next time. I think that seems like a pretty powerful thing to do. Seems like we are up against another fire deck, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. We have a bit of experience fighting against that now. And I'm going to be very interested to see if we can actually pull off a victory as interestingly as we did with the air deck. Alright, so there's water over there. So we're going to select one over here. So I'm going to go for Vegetal, and then we'll go for... I need another Vegetal. Oh, that's kind of sad. Alright, so we're going to do this. I think I have I don't have enough yet. I don't have enough yet. How sad. If you're a Mage Noir, this permanent has Protector. Yeah, Protector is actually super good, apparently. So that's something that I will definitely like to get. I could technically... spend my Vegetal mana right now if I wanted to, or I could just get a tree out. But what does it do? What is the tree gonna actually do? Well, not much. I mean, technically I could spawn it, and then I could use the enchanted forest, which is kind of amazing because you can see here at the beginning of your turn, you and your Vegetal permanents with health points gain 2 HP. I mean, really, you can heal yourself too. It's kind of amazing. Also, bark armor might actually be really important for us. Okay, yeah. What we're going to do is I'm going to put this out. I'm just going to prepare this. As you can see, it does have HP. So a permanent obviously can be destroyed by your enemy. So we have to be a little bit aware of that, you know, a little bit aware of that. Oh, the enemy was actually very sly right there. Look at that. Actually took my Vegetal mana that I was saving up in that other pool. Okay, that's going to be really interesting. Surprised that... I see. Alright. Yeah, they did something very sneaky. I haven't shown you that before. Okay, so basically what they did was they decided that they would do a little bit of trading. Yeah, you can actually trade mana in this game. It is a 2-for-1 trade. So for example, if I click on this, you can see here that I can trade from here. So let's say that I want to get... one of these. I'm going to need to trade 2 of my mana to be able to do that. So for example, let's say I want to trade 2 of my fire for 1... what do I actually want? Probably another water. So there we go. That's the trade. And then we do the trade and boom, there you go. So that's how you basically, you know, get rid of the mana that you don't necessarily want. But of course, it is at a much lower value than you otherwise would have gotten if you had chosen it beforehand. But you can very strategically do this so that your opponent is then starved of the mana that they so desperately need. Or at least that's the idea, at least. Anyway, let's have a look-see here. Whoa, that seems fun. I really want to do that, but I don't have enough, whatever this mana is. I have not encountered that yet. Alright, so let's have a look. I'm going to go for bark armor, I think, or maybe another dead tree. Maybe another dead tree would be pretty good, but I think bark armor sounds pretty good. We could also go for an animated tree, which might actually make sense. Yep, let's go for an animated tree. Let's prepare that. Look at that. It's got 4 damage. It can do literally 4 damage right there. I'm hopeful that I'll get another seed relatively soon as well. But I'm actually very much liking the green deck quite a bit more potentially than the air deck. It felt, I don't know, the air deck felt really, really strong once I got a hold of it, but the vegetal deck seems a little bit easier for me to get a hold of. So maybe it's just me, I don't know. All right, so I'm just going to pick this up, and there we go. It's now prepared, which is absolutely amazing. And we're actually going to steal this person's mana, I think. So we're just going to add water here, vegetal here, and then probably going to go for some vegetal here as well. And then we're just going to steal their fire, and then we're just going to trade that. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to trade that. So yeah, we're going to do exactly what I said. So we're just going to do this. There we go. And let's actually get some more vegetal. I think that sounds pretty good. And now we can actually get the enchanted... Well, we can't get the enchanted forest just yet, but I can get the bark armor if I want to. Could get another dead tree if we want to too. No, I don't see the need to do any of that actually. I think we're gonna just go for bark armor. Which component do you want to use? Well, probably this one. There we go. Alright, and then we can also channel the seed as well, which is what we want to do. So we want to get that ready just in case we want to use something. And as you can see, I actually have 1 armor, which then reduces the damage that we take over time. Or at least it should reduce the damage that we take over time. By 1, that is. Okay, so this guy's got massive amounts of fire mana, so I'm a little bit worried because he hasn't actually done any damage to me so far. So I'm actually kind of surprised. Do you want to redirect this damage with a protector? No, I do not. I'm fine to take 1 damage because it actually deals 0 because I have bark armor. So that's actually amazing. That is a super fun mechanic. I'm very much enjoying the vegetal. As you can see, we're doing good damage too. And yeah, we just got another dead tree. All right, I'm loving this. I'm loving this deck actually. I thought I would. Yeah. All right. Let me actually have a look here. We want more vegetal. This is going to be a bit interesting, isn't it? I kind of want to steal this stuff from him, but I kind of don't want him to have my vegetal mana, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, right? I kind of want to steal it from him, though, so I'm going to take it. And then we can just do a little bit of a trade right there as well. So we're just going to trade both of this. And I'm actually going to just get that. There we go. All right. Am I actually doing this right? No, I'm actually doing this completely wrong. Me trading this right now is making it so that he gets all of his fire back. Okay, yeah. That is... okay, I misunderstood how the trading system actually worked, but it's fine, it's fine. We're making good use of it, and that's all that really matters. So don't really mind too much about that. But we can get another dead tree out there if we want to. I need some more water. Hostile forest. I would love to be able to get this. Yeah, I want hostile forest. So I'm gonna just wait. I don't really see the point in me doing anything, so I'm just gonna, go to the next turn, and I'm gonna bide my time, and we're gonna try and get the hostile forest out next. Oh no, I can't. I need 3 trees. I need 3 trees. I'm not going to be redirecting any of the damage. I'm perfectly happy to take the damage right now. I don't mind that so much. And yeah, you can see here that my trees are actually doing good damage to the opponent. Look at this. I'm doing 2 damage to them right now every single turn, which is actually kind of crazy. And yeah, so we're going to get mineral mana, and then there's vegetal there as well. So I'm going to get this. There we go. That seems nice. And now we can literally just put a dead tree out there. I think that's probably going to be good. So let's just do that. And we can actually trade some stuff too. So technically what I could do is we could trade fire and 1 mineral. And then we'll just get another vegetal. I wish my opponent would actually choose water, but of course they're not going to do that. I could put another dead tree out there, but I don't see the point in that. No real reason for it. But we do now have 2 trees out there, which is really nice. And that means we have 3 trees. So I can now use Hostile Forest next turn. I should be able to use Hostile Forest next turn, which, as you can quite clearly tell, does X damage to any target, X being the current health points of this permanent, and it starts with 10. Yeah, so it does 10 damage per turn, technically, which would be amazing. Obviously, if you're playing against an actual player, they're probably going to try and do as much damage to that as possible, and there are going to be much more efficient ways of getting the hostile forest out than I already have, because let's face it, I have been a bit slow about things, but yeah, it's just very cool to see that. Anyway, we're just going to add that to this, and there we have it. Now we have enough to be able to play Hostile Forest, and, oh yes, I also neglected to mention about equipment. So, equipment, when it comes to equipping on your head or on your torso or something like that, you cannot take multiple of the same equipment and put it on. So, for example, let's say I had 2 bark armors, I wouldn't be able to put 2 of these on at the same time, whereas if you have rings, for example, rings can be equipped as many times as you want, in comparison to armor, of course. So, for example, if I wanted to use druid horns, I could only use 1 of these. Anyway, let's put the hostile forest right there. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's a very hostile forest, if ever I saw one. Very nice indeed. Okay, yeah, so apart from that, I'm basically just going to leave it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get Enchanted Forest up and running in the next turn. And that is going to heal all of our permanents, as well as me, for 2 HP every single turn. And that means, oh yes, that means we are going to basically be invulnerable, and we cannot possibly die, or at least I hope so. Anyway, oh, actually they're gonna die, I think. Yeah, they're dead. Never mind. There you go, 10 damage, boom. That was actually crazy. That was super, super fun. Really enjoyed that, actually. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I think I'm actually going to be selecting the green deck. We're going to pick that. Vegetal uses a defensive playstyle, using its permanent spells for protection while it sets up giant threats. Yeah, the only problem with this, alright, is the fact that if I come across a deck that has insta-kill cards, and I'm not sure if there are insta-kill cards in the game. I don't know whether they have, you know, destroy this card or something like that. But if they do have something like that, that's going to be real problematic for me. But I'm going to confirm it because I'm actually very much wanting to try it out. And yeah, we're just going to go in for a casual game. Let's see how long we take to get in. I don't think it... as you can see, it says less than 1 minute. Alright, so here we go. We have actually gotten into a battle, and you can see here I now need to pick a starting hand. I actually have no idea about any of this, so I'm pretty much just going to say this one. Yeah, that one. I have no idea. You could just pick from basically anything and then see. I'm super nervous about this, by the way, so I have no idea what I'm actually going to do. I want to get the seed out, obviously. I want to get the seed out, I guess, kind of, because we do need a seed for a tree, potentially. So, I'm going to just do vegetal, water, vegetal. I have no idea what this guy is actually going to be using. My opponent, I have no idea about, so we're going to see. It's going to be really interesting if... please don't use another vegetal deck. I hope they're not using that. That would be... unfortunate, let's just say that. Anyway, there we go. We're just gonna play that straight away. I'm basically saying, hey, look at me. I'm a vegetal deck. It's an air deck. Okay, it's an air deck. All right, that is not too bad. I don't know. Maybe it is bad. Maybe it is bad for me. All right, so we got a ring. I'm gonna need more vegetal here. I'm just going to need vegetal like all across the board, basically. I'm just going to take this. And I can't do anything. I literally cannot do anything. So I'm just going to have to end the turn, unfortunately. Oh, I'm super worried about this now. Because an air deck, as far as I'm aware, air decks are quite strong. And if you know what you're doing, this turn you may trade air mana. Oh no, okay. Alright, yeah, well, let's just hope that everything's going to go well for us. I'm going to get this. I'm just going to take that. Thank you very much. There we go. We can actually do some trading if we want to, but we should probably just keep a hold of it for now. Let's see what else we can do. I don't have any trees for me to put out, unfortunately. I don't have any trees. I need some trees. Oh, no. This is bad. Alright, well, technically what I could do is I could trade. So I think what I'm actually going to do is do that. So I'm just going to give I'm gonna give him air, so he's gonna take that, isn't he? He's gonna take that, which is absolutely fine. If he wants to do that, then that's okay. And now we can just get the ring, and we're just gonna prepare that because the ring is obviously great, and I just want to get it out there so that we don't have an immense cost later on down the line. And he's playing Tornado already. All right, yeah, we're not doing so well. We're not doing so well right now, because I don't have any trees. I need these dead trees to get out of my deck right now and come out onto the battlefield. That would be very, very useful for me. Okay, Sylvan Healer. That's not the kind of thing that I'm actually wanting. Thank you very much. Okay, well, whatever the case, what can I do? What can I do? Not much. All right, I guess I'll just do this. I'm gonna have to steal all his air. I don't really want to do that, but I kind of have to steal all his air because otherwise he's literally just going to be playing absolutely every single thing he can. And while he's, as you can see, already being able to pretty much do that as it is. Oh my. Okay, thankfully he was not really able to do too much. Okay, so here we go. Let me... I want more minerals. Want this, just gonna take that, there we go. Alright, Sylvan Healer, target vegetal permanent with health points. I mean, technically I can just use this straight away. Let's just activate it, I guess, and then just heal myself. Yeah, gain 3, yep, there we go, gain 3 health points, there we go. And we can auto-release mana. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna auto-release mana just randomly right here. I'm super worried about this whole thing now. I am super worried. Generally, I am not that good at playing against people, by the way. Usually, I am more a case of, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna play against the AI. I'm gonna do the campaign. You know, I find that to be a little bit more relaxed. But as it stands, oh, we did it. We actually finally got something that could be useful for me. That's going to be wonderful. Let me get another mineral here, and then we'll just add this. Then I'm going to get all of that. Thank you very much. Massive amount of mana for me right there. And we're going to get the tree out, I guess. We're going to get the tree out finally, and then we can get bark armor out as well, which I think I will do. There we go, and we can actually get druid armor out as well, but that is torso. Oh, ignore up to 3 damage. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, that actually is an upgrade. That's an upgrade right there. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. I needed the bark armor to be able to upgrade that. Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right. I'm kind of super pleased about that. Okay, can I press next turn? Okay, apparently I cannot press next turn. Why not? Okay, okay, there we go. It actually just had a bit of a delay right there, but that's absolutely fine. There we go. All right, we're ready. Please don't murder me, sir. Please don't murder me. I have a bad feeling about this. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, another dead tree. That's actually kind of useful. Right, so let's go for this. Go for that. There we go. Let's take this. Alright, so, what do we want? Well, I need another tree out there, don't I? Yes, I need another tree, so I'm going to be placing another dead tree out there. I don't have any more vegetal mana, which is really sad. But technically what I could do is I could trade. So, I'm actually going to trade. Let's do this and this. I'm going to give him some air, which is obviously not very good, but I kind of want to get one more vegetal so I can get an enchanted forest out, because I have 3 of these in my deck right here. So I'm just going to put one of those out there, and there we have it. Okay, not too bad. Now here's the thing, we're getting set up. Okay, we're getting set up. I don't know whether this is all going to get destroyed in an amazing blaze of glory, but I wouldn't be surprised, because, you know, some people really have super good ways of doing, you know, doing damage and everything. Well, how did I take damage? Oh, it cannot be ignored, reduced, or redirected. Oh, what a perfect thing. That is a super perfect thing. All right, so yeah, okay. That might be a little bit problematic then for me. Okay, so we're just going to add a vegetal here. Just going to take this. There we go. I can play another enchanted forest if I want to do that. I don't have anything else to play, unfortunately, so I guess I'm just going to be playing that all the time, which is kind of It's kind of sad, because I would like to be able to play that amazing hostile forest. I got the minerals specifically for that. But yeah, unfortunately we're not having a good shot at that. I'm just going to take the damage. It's not going to do anything to me because I have armor, so that's absolutely fine. And I think we're good. I think we're actually fine. I'm healing myself for an insane amount right now as well, thanks to my enchanted forests. So I should be good. I don't know. I think I should be okay. Just gonna take this. We got some bark armor, but obviously I shouldn't use that. I could use that, but I need arcane. I need arcane. Is there anything I can do about trading some arcane? No. That's not going to help me at all. Yeah, just going to have to go next turn, unfortunately. Okay, well, what can we do? What can we do but just try our best? There's the air slash coming out again. That's going to do unpreventable damage. I can only imagine what it would be like if our opponent was able to buff air slash. That would be really, really strong. Thankfully, my guys are... they are buffing themselves infinitely right now, which is actually kind of amusing. Not sure how that's going to work, but there you go. Okay, so we're just going to take all the arcane. Thank you very much for that. And now I can actually use some stuff. So let's have a look. Ephemeral Brambles. They discard 1 card, or they lose 3 health. Technically, I could do that. Druid Horns. You may look at the top card of your deck. Your seeds cost 1 less vegetal mana. If you're a Mage Noir, your seeds cost 0. Wow, that's kind of crazy. What's this? You become a Mage Noir. At the beginning of your turn, you lose 1 health point. During your turn, you may destroy 1 permanent you control to inflict damage equal to its health points. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there you go, I guess. That's actually insane. I can activate the ability right now. Can I do it again? What? What did I just do right here? Did I make a mistake? Wait a minute. 1 permanent you control to inflict damage equal to its health points to any target. What? Okay, wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? Okay, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, because from what I could tell, I would have killed this guy if I actually did that right. But it says during your turn you may destroy 1 permanent you control to inflict damage equal to its health points to any target. I have no idea. I'm actually I have no clue. I must have made an error. I must have made some kind of error, because I have no idea what just happened. Okay, that's kind of sad, because I actually thought to myself, you know what, we're actually doing okay. Activate ability, yeah, but I can't actually use it on the opponent. I can only use it on my guys. So to inflict damage equal to its health points to any target. Okay, well, I'm actually kind of worried now, because I was actually doing quite well, I think, but now not so much. Which component do I want to use? Any one of these? The opponent's going to have to choose something. They discarded some cards, alright. And, okay, we're fine. Oh, now I'm in a situation where I'm thinking to myself, did I mess up? Did I make a mistake? I must have made a mistake, right? Maybe I needed to use one of these instead, but I was actually not wanting to sacrifice the ability to get HP, because you can see how much HP I have right now. I'm literally earning more HP than we know what to do with, basically, so it would have been amazing for me to be able to maintain that, but okay, never mind. Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately, can I actually do damage with this now? Wait a minute. Let me actually just read this. You may destroy one permanent you control to inflict damage equal to its health points to any target. Okay, so this. Oh. I see. I was doing it wrong. I was doing it wrong. Okay, that's actually hilarious. Right. Okay, yeah. So there you go. That was actually fantastic. That was a lot of fun, actually. Very, very enjoyable. And I would highly recommend checking out Mage Noir Infinity. It is free to play right now on Steam. And there is a link in the description if you want to check it out. There are multitudes of different decks that you can check out. And you can play around with all these different strategies, and I'm very much enjoying the Vegetal deck, that's for sure, and maybe you will too. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.